I'm Frank Benin, and I'm the hospital director at Pantang Hospital. And mental health are challenges, and challenges are quite numerous. But I think fundamentally, the major challenge has been a sustained means of financing the mental health service in Ghana. If I should narrow down to my hospital, I would say that one, infrastructure continues to deteriorate. We don't have the means to maintain them. Very old and dilapidated buildings. We all know that the facility was commissioned in 75 when it wasn't complete, and all the uncompleted structures have continued to deteriorate up to date. Unfortunately, a lot of squatters, most of whom are staff, have gone to occupy it, and some of the structures have become death traps, and we are appealing for them to move from those structures, and if possible, the ministry should pull them down.
Me adwuma Pantang Hospital account department. Mo hwɛ yɛ dan asena mo ba yɛ mo hu na mo ti mo sɛ nyoma bebree den eto sin yɛ den ewom. Ɛdan ne bebree akrake a no kora nyankopɔn anim nie ka eni kwan sɛ ka nipa den ɛtran dan anim sɛ ka renovation bi betima kɔso ana sɛ bi a aban no betima boan na mpenifo na ɛwɔ ha no amotima yɛ bi afa ho na ka ɛbɛyɛ de. If you say yet dynama in so to it may ba a dining bebree etimuana ye den ye yem hye den ehye ye hospital no penifo na try say am den am pe baby wo other side where den am ye am try say am two non squatters na am wo other side na am ye den am ye staffs ni na free hire den e de akọ other side wo nti eno na ye hwe anima exercise cry ya start exercise na service am nya adwuma no wo hanya letters no say na bit ma ba say am the reinforcement be ba na am yom na free na mo ye free because yendara ta e ka say bibisi wa ha bibia won nsem say like the be bia no ni sa wo mu bi nti eni kwan say o hwe say yen staff no yen tan ha na bibia ento na ansa na we den ansa na we abam nti no last year minister of health e ba ha ma oni e be kasa say o yeah what blog mu ade ndukran nyankopon ni blog na aye week nti no ehia for decongestion so am bubu na den na mo ye na free a nti no eno de me hospital director wa try abo ho kokko e ma letter say ye free a na isan say ye ntimi enyi am wada side no ni free on nti na ama ye still eguzu wa ha no nti ene am no kasa say am betimi aye den aye bia fa ho ama ye ni manim ya na ye free ma na ka be bo an bi say ye da ye nda ye kuma eda yan sunum ya share earthquake is other countries na ya share the ecoso wa na se bibi wusu sisi a wa na enka nipa ba kokora wa ha because day in day out na no enipa eden e wo fie because of hospital in the run shift ebi ko na ebi ba say aban betima ba aba boa yen na wo yi yen free sa o ha e wo mu no so an ka be boa yen.
My name is Theo. I'm a staff at the hospital as well. First of all, the challenge is mainly accommodation. That made us come here. So anybody living in this building is here facing the challenges of accommodation, where we wouldn't want to be in town taking transport every time to work, considering the cost of transport as well, and then the proximity to the hospital. Some of us have functions that require that we be very close to the hospital, and so those are the reasons for desiring accommodation in the hospital that made us end up here. I would say I've been up and down here because I have my family outside of the hospital. Yeah, because like I said before, I need to be very close, or inside the hospital. I'll have to come here during my times of duty. This particular block, we have more squatters on this block. Squatters are not exactly workers, yeah. And then we have another category who are workers, but not urgent workers or essential workers.
I'm Yachinebua, and I stay here with my dad. And some of the problem we are facing here is the water issue, and baby, your body oh very bad. And baby, amuja omanan so yeah very bad pa. My baby kakre bi wo hodoma like omotutu phone muna inti enope and I make us say face, especially that toilet we know.
The challenges are many, living particularly in this block. I would say fear, yeah, because of the nature of the building. We have that constant fear of any impending danger living in this building. Anything could happen any moment from now. We've seen better buildings that have collapsed, yeah. And looking at this one, I would say this is the worst building in the whole of this Pantang here. There are other bad ones, but this one is much, much worse than any other. Yeah, so fear is one of them. Where we sleep and we don't get to have sound sleep, you sleep somewhere and wake up and, checking yourself and looking around, Some parts of the building fall down from the top at certain times, randomly. Certain places that are very, very weak, you just be there and then, if you could see here, not all these blocks have been brought here by somebody. Some certainly have fallen from the top. If you could see the buildings there, where the plastering, where the iron rods are showing, the plastering in that area, all of them have fallen down. And anybody, in that balcony, anybody working in that balcony, yeah, will just be there randomly, and those things will fall, plastering will fall on them, causing injuries. Okay. So we would actually appeal for the government to come in aid. In terms of accommodation for staff here, yeah. The hospital is doing it to some bit, yeah, providing accommodation to a few of the staffs in other blocks that are much better than this, yeah. But we believe that the government can also come in. We've been left alone for a very long time, yeah. So we urge them to come on, and assist in terms of building structures of accommodation for staff, especially because of the vastness of the land. There's so much land here, so much land here. When you go into the building on the high places, you could see the vastness of this empty land. So we urge them to come on board, help the management of the hospital to add to their efforts by providing buildings.
Other challenges we have is the internal road network. You realize that we have a very poor internal road network, a lot of potholes, very dusty. You should see an ambulance moving on the road, and sometimes it's very scary, and it's not a good sight to see. And we hope that at least we'll get some support from through the ministry to the Ministry of Roads and Highways, and if possible, urban roads or feeder roads, for something to be done for us. When it comes to the mental health service itself, getting care for most of our people is such a huge challenge, especially those homeless, mentally unwell people who come in and they are not able to afford to pay for any of the services, and we still have to see them for free. We don't get enough funding to be able to offer them the quality service that they so desire, and we hope that government will treat us as a special case and make sure that at least for whatever it's approved for us, we're able to receive all of it. But more importantly, we think that if we are brought under the National Health Insurance Scheme like any other physical illness, that will help mainstream mental health service, and it will also be in the spirit of the universal health coverage, which includes mental health conditions as well. So we'll plead that mental health conditions coming under National Health Insurance Scheme is made a priority for us. The other challenge will be staffing, getting the right mix of staffing. As we speak, a lot of our professionals are leaving, and not only professionals, even the non-professionals are also leaving. We have a huge casual list, and that is a major burden on our IGF, and we wish that at least for orderlies, for security people, for laborers, and professional nurses, government will come to our aid and make sure that we get adequate numbers that we need.